Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is a Lorraine 155 mle.51. It's a French tier 8 SPG, and this one's located on the north spawn of Cliff under the command of Clammo. Well, it's armed with a 155mm gun, which, if it's the top gun, is capable of 750 alpha. If it's the standard gun or stock gun, 700. It's reasonably accurate, very fast, because it's actually based on the chassis of the Lorraine 40 ton, and yeah, it's an interesting Arty. It's one of the most used Artys for frontline. Well, game started, and he's powering his little Arty down to the pass, the western firing position. People are very cautious about going down this cliff. I just power my way down because it really doesn't damage the vehicle that much, even if you do go over the bumps. Okay, Clammo is now looking for targets, and I normally select the mountain or the lighthouse mountain for my first shots, but he's actually selecting the enemy cap area, trying to look for the enemy Arty. And something he spotted straight away, and it's an IKV-90B. And he fires around at that IKV, and he got a hit! And it looks like it was a penetration as well, because he got 708 hit points of damage. So it probably was a direct hit. Now, he is using the top gun, 750, so that was actually a low roll. Oh, another couple of targets here, an ONI and an IS. Which one's he going to go for? I think it's the ONI. And no damage has come back. I'm very surprised, because I would have thought he would have hit that ONI at the very least. Even with splash, he would have done some damage. Now, this is a tier 9 game. He's a tier 8 Arty, so he's going to earn extra XP in this battle. Going for the back chat 25 ton. Round out. Well, he managed to get a fire from setting the light. And he earned 353 from the direct hit and 76 from the fire. And on the western pass, we've got a bat chat and what's that? Leo. And they're facing off against 45 TB. Oh, who just got derped by a T95. Round out on the bat chat. Direct hit again. Same one. 757 this time. So it looks like it penetrated the armor. He's getting some lovely hits on these tanks. It really does help if you pick a tank which has actually got light armor, because the 155mm round will just go carved straight through that armor. But that T95 is a real danger, and it's going to take a few hits to take him down. Well, there's one. 156 hit points this time. You notice how he just pulled back a little bit after shooting. And that's one of the good things about this. If you do this tactic, then if somebody is trying to counter battery you, they're going to miss you, but they might get a splash on you. It does help to relocate to a new position altogether, but it's a bit difficult on this map. Oh, he wipes out the Leo with that shot. 269. That's a good one. So he's got one kill already, and that's an ONI. So that's, in fact, that's the one he hit earlier. I'm pretty sure some of that damage was down to him, but he can wipe it out with this shot. Almost ready. Round out. This should do it. It does. 2 kills. Now, the reason why the Lorraine 155 mle.51 was never actually produced was they didn't go ahead with the production of the Lorraine 40 ton tank. Of course, it would have provided the hull for this Arty. And the French were looking at a replacement for their AMX 13 F3s, but unfortunately, because they cancelled the medium tank project, it meant that the Lorraine 155 mle.51 wasn't built. They just built the prototypes, that's all. Well, we've got 3 enemy tanks together, and that SP1C would make a lovely target, but he didn't stay there very long. But that 1357, he'd make a great target. Rounds out on him. Oh, and he's killed before our shell arrives. If he'd hit him side on like that, I think the shell would have gone straight through the armor. He's marked his target for the T-32. Lets his teammates know where he's aiming. It's one of the things about tank drivers. They seem to think that we don't, we only play one-handed. Oh, he takes out the SP-1C. Another light tank taken out. 284 hit points from that one. Yes, tank drivers think that Arty players only play one-handed with their hand on the mouse and that's it, because they don't move their vehicles with their left hand. But if you're actually using or playing Arty properly, what you should be doing is you should be using your left hand to indicate your targets to your teammates. And so all the signals are done with the left hand, all the aiming and everything else is done with the right hand. So you're not sitting there one-handed clicking people out the game. But of course you do click enemy tanks if you're in a tank. We all click because it's part of the game. But of course tank drivers like to call Arty players clickers because they think we just sit there, click, and the enemy is dead. Well, that IS is now a big threat to our medium, so he's decided he's going to bug out, and the backtrack gets killed. Type 62, well, he's hovering around, still trying to spot the IS. At 257, he's the other side of that rocks. We can't hit him there, but we might be able to get a shot on him now he comes up to this set. Yep, we can get a shot. Dialing in. Rounds out. Hits the rock face, but it stuns him. Unfortunately, we lost the Type 62 when we pulled away from that position, and the enemy Lorraine 15551 killed him. So the enemy has possession of the lighthouse at the moment and the top of the hill. Round out. Direct hit on his engine bay for 232. Of course, weak armor at the rear of the IS. He's facing the Scorpion G and the LT-432, which are going around the south side of the hill. Over on the western side, we've got that 257. He's trying to get shots on our T-34. We fire around in, get another hit on him. 278 this time, and some stun. No, I think yes, it is Clammo who's actually pinging the tank destroyers to do something, because they're just sitting there doing nothing. The Foch, the Challenger, they're not really taking part in the battle. They're just sitting back there waiting for somebody to come to view. And I think he's actually indicating to them to move closer so they can get spots on the IS or get shots on the enemy. We've just lost our T-34. The IKV-90 got him. So, can we get a shot into this 257? Round out. Well, it was hastily aimed and it wasn't fully dialed in. The shell landed quite some distance away from the 257. And it's now 5 tanks left on both sides. The T-95 is in sight, but we can't get a shot on him at the moment. The Temple is in the way. Oh, 257's come low. Have we got shots? If he stays on this course, yes. Oh, it landed in front of him. Now this is where it gets awkward because the reload time is over 20 seconds and that 257's headed our way. This is where we really needed that Foch to be down here, but he's not down here, and if he doesn't get shots in this 257, we're going to be toast. We'll get one more shot before he arrives and then he'll kill us. And we shotgun him for 217, but we were spotted, so we need to get out of here quickly. Backing up's not going to help. We need to get out. $257. Oh, yep. Well, that was inevitable. And this is the reason why the Foch is not moving. He's trapped. He tried to come down the cliff and he's got stuck. He's well and truly stuck. Oh, he's wedged in. Well, there's 3 left on either side, but there's only 2 players on our side who can actually engage the enemy. And the reason the 257 wasn't engaging us is because he was laughing too much at the Foch for getting himself stuck in a position like this. He wasn't stuck earlier on, he just drove into this position after getting pinged by Klangmo, trying to come down, and he picked the wrong route. There's nothing he can do. He's trying to reverse back out, but it's not going to help him. And the 257 is trying to come up, or is he? No, he's hiding in that western area. Oh dear. Well, our L3432 is moving towards the enemy cap, and with any luck, he might be able to get the enemy Arty. Meanwhile, the Foch is just expending fuel, trying to get nowhere. And the 432, well, he gets one shot into the Lorraine. He's been spotted. Fires his 100mm gun, or is it? No, it's an 85mm gun on the L3432, isn't it? He fires it and kills the enemy Arty. Now that means it's 3 versus 2, but of course, as we really know, it's 2 versus 2 because that Foch is totally useless to us now. And the Challenger has just taken a big hit. And I think it was from the Black Dog. There he is. Oh, and that was pretty final. So, it's now 2 versus 2, but actual fact, the only tank that's active on our team is the LT432. There's 3 minutes, just over 3 minutes, 30 seconds left. Here comes the 432. And he's found the Black Dog, and he's engaging him head on. And 2 light tanks hamming it out. And the LT432 has been tracked, but he's got the advantage on the Black Dog in terms of hit points and finishes him off. So that means there is only 1 enemy left, the Object 257. And we know he's down in the Western Pass, and he's just been spotted by the Foch. But it's now up to the LT432 to win the game for us. 2 minutes 50 seconds. It's plenty of time to do it, but that object does have 400 hit points. And our 432, well, he's also got about 438. There's nothing the LT432 can do to get the Foch out. He's well and truly wedged in there. And in fact, he shouldn't even try to get him out. A full health Foch sitting there at the back of the map, not doing anything all game, and then when he does finally move, drives into that position. Well, so embarrassing. Could that cost us the game? Well, might do. We're watching the 432 now, and he's got the 257. Oh, and the 257's backing up so he can use his gun and presents his front to the LT, and oh, that was pretty final. Now all the 257's got to do now is kill the Foch, and this is a loss. Yeah, when you're in that position and an enemy tank's backing up, get away. If he's backing up against the wall, if you can't get behind him, don't try to shoot at his front. You're not going to get through. You're better off just running off and sniping at him from distance. The LT432 really doesn't have the armor or the gun, the 85mm. It doesn't really have the penetration to deal with the 257 adequately unless you're sniping at him. And there's a lot of ribbing going on in chat. Oh dear me. They're really having a go at the Foch for this one. He is being chided something right royal in chat. Well, he deserves it. The 257 though is not really paying attention. There's only a minute left in the game and he's over the other side. And I'm not sure if he can see the Foch. I'm not sure if he can actually see him. He was firing in this direction, but the Foch hasn't lost any health. So I think the Foch is so well camouflaged in his current position, yeah, with the bushes around him and everything, that he doesn't know he's here. So the 257's hunting for him, but can't see him. Oh my god, this is going to end in a draw with a tank that can't fight because it's wedged in. And that's it. Game's over. How lucky can you get? That was an almost certain victory to the 257 if he bothered to go over to the other side of the map. And here's the end of battle result for Clanmo. He managed to get a first-class tanker in the Lorraine 155 mle.51. He got a Bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 20. He got a Gore's medal, doing more damage than 10 times the hit points of his own vehicle. A Confederate for hitting more of the enemy than anyone else on his team. And he also picked up a High Calibre for dealing the most damage in the battle. And he did get some lovely shots on the enemy for virtually full health, or full amounts of alpha when he actually went, when those shells went in. It was huge amounts of damage on the, where was it now? The Sparpanzer? No, that was only 284, but he did do a lot of damage to some of these. Yes, 1,186 hit points of damage to the Batchat 25 ton. Very, very nice shot that was. Let's have a look at the team score. There you go, top of the table, 3,852 hit points of damage. Next highest score was the Black Dog with 3,174, and after that came the T95 with 2,770. Unfortunately, Foch got no damage whatsoever during that game. Terrible. So, number of kills. Yep, it's actually T95 who did best here. He got 4 kills. The Object 257 got 3, and so did Clanmo and the LT432. At least they were trying to fight the game properly, rather than sitting at the back of the map and then wedging yourself into a rock. When it came to base XP, well, the actual high scorer was the Black Dog, 677 for him. Then came the Clanmo with 658, and after that came the T95 with 592. So let's have a look at detail. Fired 17 shots, got 9 direct hits, 2 penetration, 14 splash. Damage of 3,852 hit points, of which 3,635 were up more than 300 meters. Obviously, the difference is that one shot on the 257 when it was really close. He did receive 1 hit. It was a penetration from the 257, put him out the game. He damaged 10 of the enemy, killed 3 of them, and did stun assistance of 870 hit points off 12 stuns. On a premium count, he earned 44,439 credits, got 19,820 from personal missions payout, and because he managed to get an epic medal or 2, in fact he got 3, the Gores, the Confederate and the High Calibre, he picked up the Achievements Award for 5,110 credits. So his total came to 69,370, and after repair, ammunition, resupply and consumables, he still came away with a profit of 20,262 credits, which is a decent score. He received 987 XP, got 559 again for the Achievements Award, a personal reserve bonus of 1547, and he also got a personal missions payout of 495. So his total 3,589 experience points altogether. So it's not a total loss. He made a profit on credits and a profit on XP. So, if you enjoyed that replay, I know it was a bit painful at moments, thinking, oh my god, that Foch driver, he must be such an idiot for driving off the cliff and into a rock face that he can't get out of. If only he'd been active, I think they would have won this game. If only. In fact, I suspect that if he'd been active, then Clanmo wouldn't be dead, because the 257 would have been taken out the moment he came into the Western Pass. That Foch is quite deadly. And Clanmo was spotting him whilst the 257 was moving towards him, and that would have given the Foch the perfect opportunity to take him out. There you go. Happens sometime. You get some very silly players. But if you don't have any Muppets in your game, you'll probably have a good one. If you enjoyed this replay, please give it a like and do subscribe to our channel, and hopefully it'll be your replay that I'll be featuring in the next video.